Welcome back, guys. It has been a while, as I'm sure anyone's aware. I think I can't even remember the last time I uploaded, but put it this way, it's definitely been longer than I think 3 weeks now, and I've got so many excuses for that, which I'm sure you all love to hear. But just kind of an update: I haven't actually played online yet since I haven't actually played a game since that last video. Basically, I've just been grinding against the AI a bit. And today we're here with pretty much the name gives it away. It's a Flameshadow shit deck. I threw this together I think yesterday. I've played like 5 matches against the AI with it, and it was acceptable, so I just decided to go with it just for today's video. I haven't really been brewing or anything. I've basically my computer just decided to blow up, and it wouldn't load up Duels for longer than 20 minutes before crashing, which is kind of frustrating when you know, my videos tend to be a bit longer than 20 minutes, which means that was an issue for I think a week or two. And then I also had exams, which then stopped me making a video last week. But exams next week, so I'll probably be less content in the coming weeks as well. It's just pretty much so many excuses. I was ill for a week as well, like pretty badly ill. And yeah, so that's all my excuses out of the way, and I'm sure no one cares. This is the deck, pretty much from my tournament deck, the legendary tournament deck that managed to go 2 and 3. We lost pretty much a lot of the do nothing cards like Twin Bolt, and I just think Twin Bolt's kind of one of them cards it's losing favour just because there's so much better stuff you can run. We lost Visionaries just for these way more powerful 2-drops. And what did we add? Let's talk about what we added instead. Obviously Chandra came in because she's just broken. Altered Ego, which I have no idea how it works. I'm terrible with shapeshifters, and I'm just having a lot of fun just learning new stuff. Like for instance, if you Flameshadow, it has to target the same copy as the first Altered Ego, which is and it's pretty funny. I mean, it's surprising the amount of targets like you can like in this deck that are pretty strong. Like I mean, I don't know, like I've had like a 6/6 Akun Firebird with haste, which is pretty disgusting. Like an 8/7 Woodland Bellower. It's pretty fun. What else has really changed? We've got more powerful 3-drops. It's pretty much like my Simic video I made. Pretty much have the same Duskwatch Recruiter synergy. Like you can play him turn 2 and then you've got so much flash turn 3 that really doesn't matter. Breakneck Rider. The double red, just from playing with it, it's tough to get on turn 3. But I think it's worth it just because of all the tokens we're making, and again, if we can flip it with one of our flash guys, it's pretty powerful. If you've got like a Whirl Rogue which has been flame shadowed out, suddenly, you know, all your tokens are 2/1 flyers with trample. Same with like Drowner of Hope and stuff. It's pretty powerful. What else? Last thing, Sylvan Advocate obviously in the deck. I'll tell you what though, Sylvan Advocate plus Wandering Fumarole is a deadly combination. It pretty much makes it unremovable outside of like Anguish and Making. A 6/3 or a 3/6 is pretty insane with them both out in the field. And yeah, so that's really the deck. Deathcap Cultivator is pretty insane because again it lets us ramp to our favourite. Let's just ramp up to Flameshadow Conjuring or Woodland Wanderer. We can get 6/6 Woodland Wanderer now due to Deathcap Cultivator. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't played too much. I don't know why I'm spending long here. I'll just try and find a match now. But so bear in mind, like I said, that's generally true. I haven't played in like 3 weeks, so any skill I had at this game is now gone. I have no idea what the meta looks like. So yeah, I'm basically watching a new player play Magic for the first time, and that's really where we're at. But I picked a fun deck, and that's not too serious. Any deck with Flameshadow is never going to be serious. I did actually try and will myself into not running Flameshadow. I was testing out Essence Flux instead of Flameshadow, just because it's cheaper and it's less clunky. But I don't know, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same deck. And 2 lands, no. Oh, this is slow. This is so slow. I can't keep it. If he's a fast deck, I'll lose. At least we got a tireless deck at turn 3. And if we draw a blue source, we can go double Whirl Rogue. But I mean, if he was like White Weenie there, I'd just lose with that second turn. Well, we've got double red and double green, and we've got the 2 double blue cards in our deck. That's interesting. We have plenty of 2-drops we could draw. All our 3-drops are online now as well. There's stuff we could draw. instead of just another green source. Luckily this guy isn't off to the fastest start, but I'm assuming double black now, just you kind of assume means Grasp of Darkness. Okay, I wasn't expecting a slaughtered run, I'll be the first to admit that. Especially in black-white. Black-white Eldrazi. Death Touch, keep that in mind. Where were you last turn? I'm just going to run it out there. If he has removal, fair enough. But I'm not going to play a Sylvan Advocate just because I don't know. Well, Oblivion Strike, fair enough. That's interesting. Guess that helps his processes if he's running them. Can we rip blue source off the top? That would be ideal. And the answer is no, but that's better. At least we can start getting our card drawn a bit now. I'm assuming against him I'm the defensive deck if he's running slaughter drones. Although I don't know, like he could go Ob Nixilis here and we might need to put on some pressure. Yep, I'm not going to block. I'll go down to 16 and then, I mean hell, Sylvan Advocate's almost a 4-5. Okay. I don't think this guy is... no comment. Let's put it that way. That was a 2-for-1 Languish on himself. To kill a Tireless Tracker, which I'd already got some value from. Maybe he just really hates them. That Languish, I mean, when I saw eventually these Whirl Rugs go online, he might really wish he had that Languish. Endbringer, okay. How big is that thing again? A 5-5. I doubt he's going to block, and to be honest, I'd take the trade. So... I mean, I'm happy to trade a 4-drop for a 6-drop. And he doesn't block. Crack this crew, see if we can hit a land. The answer is no, but Altered Ego on his Endbringer seems pretty fun. Well, we don't actually, never mind. We don't have any colourless sources in our deck, so it'd basically just be a 5-5, which isn't terrible, I guess. Thought-Knot might be an interesting target if he lets me keep it. I wonder what he takes. I mean, I'd absolutely take his Thought-Knot. I mean, Altered Ego. I'd Altered Ego for his Thought-Knot. Was what I was trying to say there, but looks like that's not happening. He's down to 1 card in hand. It is a Slaughtered Run, which you can activate. That's actually a problem. I'm going to try and get a Whirl Rug up to... Because this is where Whirl Rug becomes insane, when you start being able to break a checkmate. By being able to just make a creature unblockable. If we can draw a second blue, there we go. Could just Woodland Bellow and get a Bounding Crisis and then attack in. I like the Whirl Rug. I can maybe do the Bellow next turn, but this gets me in for 5 damage this turn. And he's top decking, and he doesn't have an answer. Actually, he can take out my Thopters, but he... Yeah, good point. Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. I just got outplayed. Yep. That's a play you could make. Do I attack with this 4-5? Yeah, I'm going to attack with this 4-5. Like, if he blocks it, we can't activate the ability, so he's not blocking. Unless he wants to double block, which he's not going to do. So, I guess tapping him out there wasn't the worst play in the world, but I'm not going to act like that's what I was trying to do. I completely forgot. But I mean, we can Woodland Bellower in for a Bounding Crisis if it only leaves back 1 blocker, which he's not going to do, but... We can tap down that death touch creature, and he's going to... Yeah, Endbringer's doing work here. Against this Black Eldrazi. I just don't know why Slaughtered Run is, and I don't know why I languished that turn. Voidgraph is not bad. Okay, so he can stop a creature attacking, and he can make Death Touch. Let's think this one through here. So, I mean, you can kill a Thopter, which which I can attack with, or I guess I attack first and then I make it unblockable. So that means I have to play the Willow. Yeah, because that taps them. So I'll play the Willow now, and then I'll go into attacks. And he doesn't respond by making me not able to attack, so getting for 5. Getting for 6 actually, and then do I go along the ground? No, I don't go along the ground. See what he does here. He makes my I don't think I'm doing this right, but that's to be expected. So I should probably read this card. Okay, target creature can't attack or block, so you can't stop that. You can draw a card, or you can deal 1 damage with Thopter, which is what he's doing. It's down to 6, which I'm happy with, because I've got a lot of power on the board, although he can take a lot of it off as well. This is interesting. But he wishes he had that language though, I'll tell you that right now. Takes out a Thopter. He's gonna have 3 blockers, and we'd have a lot of attackers. I might just go for the Wooden Bell or Power Play right now. Wandering Fumarole is pretty good as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, because Wandering Fumarole, I'm gonna get through 2 damage this turn, and then Wandering Fumarole's lethal. So let's just go for it. Let's see what we can get. Bounding Crisis just seems the best target. Do I tap on the Thought Knot or the... I'm gonna tap on the Thought Knot. And then I can do his Alpha Strike. He can trade off his Slaughter Drone for a creature, but I think it might just be dead either way unless he has removal in hand. And I think he has to make my Woodland Wanderer unable to attack. Tap. Yeah. Let's play this really aggressively here. I think he's dead. I can't do the maths, but... especially as he didn't make that thing unable to block. So I'm going to trample over here. I've got the land as well for an extra attack next turn. I can flash from a creature. Let's see what he does. He pings my Thopter. He activates the Death Touch. Ooh, Spatial Contortion. That buys him a turn, I think. He's going to go down really low here because of the trample. Ah, never mind, he can't do maths. Yeah, so... I think he could have survived that turn there if he blocked better, but... that was a weird game. But hey, look, the streak continues. 21 games in a row. Definitely didn't deserve it. And, yeah. I'm still in shock that this streak is going on. Give it a 3-week break, and the decks just keep rolling. So I mean, another thing that really haven't been like itching to play the game is there's not really been any decks that have been exciting me. Like I want to play Duels right now just to play that deck. Like Geist Ramp, I really thought that would just be the deck that I'd just be mashing out this game with because it's so stupid and I love it. But it's just not really singing to me at the minute. Because Pieces of the Puzzle's broke, I really don't feel like playing it. And apart from that, I mean, it's just been like I've been building decks and then just deleting them the same day. Like I built like a Demir mid-range, Sultai mid-range, a mono white aggro, Boros double strike, which was quite fun when one time it worked. But nothing's just been sticking around. All my decks are deleted, as I'm sure you've seen. 1 land hand. Yes, this is a keep. If we draw a blue source, we can ramp into a turn 3 Willow Rogue or turn 3. Well, we got turn 3 Flameshadow either way. And unless he has removal, of course. And I'm gonna go for the turn 3 Flameshadow because that's the entire point of running Flameshadow. There's no point trying to. There's no point trying to act like all superior and say, Flameshadow is a bad card, so I'm not going to play it because that's the whole reason I'm running in this deck. I know this deck's bad, but I'm going to ramp into a turn 3 Flameshadow because I can. It's basically where I'm at. Thraben Gargoyle, I think is how you pronounce it. That was close enough. I'm not attacking, but feel the might of a turn 3 Flameshadow Conjuring. Game over. I mean, it's white black, but no one plays enchantment removal anymore, apart from Anguish and Macon. I mean, I don't run Reclamation Sage anymore because a 2-1 on turn 3 is just terrible now. It used to be alright, but now it's just terrible. We can ramp into... we can Flame Shot out a Breakneck Rider if we don't draw a land, which we did not. Can we? No, we don't. We don't have triple red. It's just Flame Shot out a Duskwatch Recruiter. Get in for 2 damage. I doubt he blocks. He does not. Interesting to see if he has a play because he didn't want to run turn 2 or turn 3. So it's an interesting key. If he doesn't have a play, my werewolf flips and I can actually cast cheaper guys, which might actually come in handy. Rip a land. Do I actually want to activate that ability? No, I don't, apparently. This is pretty good, though. We're going to get to hit him for a lot of damage this turn. Don't activate it. Oh, I thought he was activating his Shambling vents too early there. I wouldn't have attacked with my 2-1 if he'd kept the vents open there. This is actually going to be pretty funny. Tap you down. Another advantage with the mana dorks in this deck is we can actually untap them. It's not going to come in handy this game, but we can still do it just for fun. Actually, no mind, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just finish. But like, I mean, we could have flashed that Bounding Crisis into untap Deathcap Cultivator to get a reduction on lands, was what I was trying to get at. And let's see if we can hit a 4th land drop. That would be pretty nice. A blue is another blue red land would be nice, or just a untapped blue or red. I would be agreeable with. Okay, From Beyond. Maybe this guy's like a Delirium deck with enchantments, artifacts, lands, but he's still not really close to it. Of course, he's going to play tapped. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 lands. Can't do anything, so we're just going to attack him with our 3/3s. But this guy's really done nothing. He's played a Theraban Gargoyle and then a From Beyond, and that's really all we've seen from him. He's jump blocking now. He must have Delirium going on. I'm going to play out 1 Breakneck Rider. And then if it gets to flip, he might just be dead next turn. And if he doesn't, we have Whirler Rogue follow up, which might actually just kill me either way. Because I mean, we can Flameshadow as well. If he doesn't have a board wipe, which it doesn't look like he's got, unless he drops a black ear, which I could have missed, to be fair. I could play 2 spells and unflip my Crowling Hide Hoarder, which I'd be sad with. Angelic Purge. I like that. With From Beyond, I like that combo a lot. And he goes for the Flameshadow, you monster. This guy knows his priority targets, let's put it that way. And he doesn't flip my werewolf. Can we get lethal in? He's got a blocker, which he puts in front of the 3/3. So we get in 3, 5, 7. So he's dead, actually. Could Whirl Rogue? No, Whirl Rogue doesn't really do anything. Unless I'm doing my maths wrong here. So he blocks 3, 3, 5. Yeah, he's dead. What could he have for 1 mana? I can't think of anything. Let's just fog, I guess. Let's go in. He does have the fog, okay. No comment, let's put it that way. So why block is my... well, I guess. No, there's no reason to block that. I like to keep Whirl Rogue as a follow-up. So I'm going to... I mean, I get to flip my werewolf, which is pretty nice, but doesn't really do much. I was going to get my another mana dog creature here. Just because I'm struggling on lands. And if he does have the planar outburst or languish or radiant flames, we can follow up with the Whirl Rogue and then, I don't know, go Breakneck Rider and hope that flips. And judging by that attack, he's definitely got the board wipe here. Which is fair enough. Gonna flip the land for the planar outburst, yeah. I still don't know why he runs Fog in that deck, but because he seems like a good player, so I don't know why he's running Fog is basically where I'm at. Okay, let's see if he can respond to a Whirl Rogue. I guess he could activate the Shambling Vents. But then we've got our lands next turn. If we keep drawing lands, which would be nice. Can make 4 damage there. Although I guess he just blocks the Eldrazi Scion, Pilgrim's Eye. This is an interesting deck across from us. It looks like Delirium, but it's not. It's a bad deck, but he seems like a decent player, if you get what I mean. That's normally the other way around. I.e., it's a good deck, but a bad player. But that's stuff, and a flying blocker, which is annoying. Although I guess we can just make our Whirl Rogue unblockable and attack in with that. And then follow up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if we get Green Warden, if we can get enough mana for Green Warden, we'll probably just get back Bounding Crisis. He's gonna come in with the land, which I will absolutely double block here. Get that life gain off the field. And only trade for half a Whirl Rogue, I guess. I know my attack's now worse, but I've got a pretty good follow-up, especially if I hit land. Nope. We are really getting flooded with these Breakneck Riders. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna attack. If he wants to block, he can. Which he most likely is gonna do, and then I'm just gonna Breakneck Rider, I think. This is an interesting game, and I'm really annoyed that I've still only drawn, I think, 2 lands throughout this game. And we are now 14 cards deep, which is pretty unfortunate. I just realised this guy's running like 90 cards, so I don't know. But like, he floated the mana. He floated the mana for the planar outburst. I don't know why. You'd be running like 80 cards and then still have the skill to do that. You can crack his Frombion. That's my biggest issue right now. If he gets Ulamog, he might just cheese a win. And Oblivion Sword basically gets him to the mana because he's going to hit lands. No, wow. And he hit a Akum Firebird, which I loved. Apart from that, I'm actually pretty happy with that drop. And how can we get through that? This is painful. Obviously I get the Whirl Rogue back now with the Green Warden. If we hit a land, come on, he just milled us for 4 more cards. We run 24 lands in this deck. Got us to a land, thank you very much. Do I bother attacking? Because if he has removal for one of my artifacts, this Thopter could come in handy. I'm just going to attack. Am I though? Because if I can flip my werewolf, although I'm not going to be the one flipping my werewolf, if I can flip it though, then the Thopter trample damage could come in handy. So actually I'm not going to attack this turn. Just because of that. If he does nothing next turn, like if he spends his next turn fetching a Ulamog. Because it seems like he's running out of stuff to do. So I'm going to get Waka Whirl Rogue because I can force through 5 damage with the Whirl Rogue trigger, and again we can just keep piling on the pressure. How much land does he have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can't Ulamog this turn. Kiora is annoying, but I mean we're just going to go for the face right now. Unfortunately that means we're not flipping our werewolf either. Let's see. I mean, he'd be crazy to attack, but let's see what he does. Okay, he's crazy to attack apparently. No, there's no way you actually attack there. Okay. He must have a languish. He must have a languish. There's no reason to do that and not have a languish. Do we jump? He's got to have languish, but I mean, I'll take 5. On the off chance he doesn't. But he's shown he doesn't have to, well, he can untap his black. So I mean, he's going to languish us. So I mean, we just took 5 damage for no reason, but no, he didn't untap his black. That's a... Oh, he can tap his creature, Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot. Dustwatch Recruiter is not a bad draw there, though. At least we can play it this turn. And then we can start digging for, like, Sylvan Elves or whatever. And see if there's, like, Celestial Flare. I'm just going to go for the face, because we have 3 damage in the air with our Thopters, although he does have his own Thopter, I guess. I'm going to play this because, I mean, if I can start digging, I might get a discount on creatures, which will come in handy. Like if I draw Drowner of Hope or something. Although Cure is a problem because I can dig him and he can now cast Ulamog if it's his last card in his hand. He gets to keep Sylvan Ranger and Until Intabi. And he's ditched a Declaration Stone and a Read the Bones. So... Jesus Christ, this is a grindy game and I don't think I've won it yet. Although if he has nothing in his hand to deal with Green Warden unblockability, then we should be okay. There's the 2 cards we knew about. And he's gone. There. And I can't click, so he's froze the game out. But oh well, never mind. Apparently it did. Apparently it didn't freeze out there. I don't know what's happening here. I wouldn't let me click, and then it just the screen kind of went away. Okay, so he's gonna go get Sire of Stagnation, which he can cast, but we can just unblock. Yeah, okay, so we win this game. Whew, that was a grindy game. I don't think I played any of it right. Although I'll tell you what, though, that early Flameshadow actually might have helped us force enough damage early game to scrape us over the line there, because I think this guy had stabilized. Them big Eldrazi in the Sire of Stagnation plus Oblivion, so I couldn't really get in along the ground. And that's why I still love Whirler Rogue. It breaks stalemate so easily. And let's just do this now. Can we even them? We can. For star points. And we struggled on land a lot that game. I mean, granted, like, I don't understand. This guy's deck was terrible. I'm going to just come out and say it's terrible. It's 80 cards. Weird creatures, but then he played pretty well. Dark Blood. I don't know. But hey, another win. Rising up on up in this world. 22 wins in a row. This is a streak that's unheard of. I played terribly in both games as well. I forgot he could untap his. Like I'm thinking he's sitting there going, he's got languish, and instead he's just smart and he knows how to +1. And the first game I fucked up as well, but I mean it's to be expected. It's been a while. And yeah, so I mean, if you want to look at my other decks, this was a terrible Jund Landfall deck, which I might actually show a video on just because it's stupid. Is It Burn, which I haven't played in months, and then suddenly look, we're back at the 3 original decks. So I don't know. I'm just kind of low on ideas in the minute of what I want to play. Like, there's so many new archetypes, but none of them are really exciting to me. But there we go. Another video, another 2 wins. One was a grinder. Again, apologies for being gone for so long. I'm probably going to go back to about 2 videos a week for a bit. And then once I've got my exams, the rest of my exams out of the way, the good old Nighthawk will be back. And I'm sorry I've left you in the dark. Like I said, I was really ill on that first week, so I couldn't even like make a video saying I'm going to be gone for a while. It kind of just all came over once. But yeah. Hopefully we'll be back on a semi-regular schedule, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.